Okay, welcome to Module 3. Now, be warned, this is the largest section of the paper. It has the most content and questions to address. But it is highly doable and fascinating. Basically, what we're going to do now is move from more or less a static analysis. We've been looking at the past. We've been looking at what firms have done to create competitive advantage and put themselves in their position. Now we move towards more of the dynamic aspects of competition. So there is quite a bit of content for the five forces, including some clips from the founder, creator of the idea of the five forces analysis. I really hope that you check that out. I think it's extremely helpful. And really, these are pretty basic questions, but what we're trying to do now is refine our idea of what creates a market structure. So we'll be looking at it from the viewpoint of buyer power, supplier power, substitutes and complements, rivalry in general, and all the things that these that are contained in there as additional kind of sources of competition and potential sources of a loss of profits. So I now have to urge you again to start writing. Make sure you're citing as you write. Try to, again, avoid that kind of anecdotal voice. Again, try to focus on being professional writing. Now, you will need to have two sources per force, which is not very much. Remember, I just need to have some research that shows that you have looked for outside references. And then lastly, what I need you to do in this section is you're going to create a summary table, which is a big giant graphic. And I'm sure that will make some of you happy because that can be sometimes a quarter of a page or half a page. And then you're also going to need to work on kind of a summary statement, linking the first couple analysis, history and market structure identification to be more in line with the five forces. Now, the next section, we will leave the bounds of the industry and we will move into the macro environment and the basically the environment in which the firm is able to exist. And it's pretty easy to say, that's society. So please ask any questions that you have. There is quite a bit of resources for the five forces section. Use the paper example that I provided and use the paper prompt. That is your best friend at this point. Don't delay though. Get to writing. All right, great. I will see you in the next module.